Subscribe now for daily United Kingdom entertainment news. Phillip Schofield's most controversial moments. Queuegate, affair and ITV apology. Phillip Schofield was a staple on our TV screens for more than 4 decades, but the This Morning presenter has faced his fair share of controversies during his time in the spotlight. Phillip Schofield has been away from the public eye for almost a year, but he was once the golden star of ITV. The 62-year-old started his TV career as a presenter for children's BBC, before replacing John Leslie on ITV daytime program This Morning. Phil also hosted other shows like Dancing on Ice, The Cube, Mr. and Mrs. and 5 Gold Rings. However, his career came crashing down last year, with him first quitting This Morning and then leaving ITV and television altogether. And despite being loved by many viewers and growing in popularity over his 4-decade-long career, he didn't escape controversy. Read more. Alison Hammond speechless as star makes Phillip Schofield joke in awkward moment. Read more. Click for more brilliant Daily Star showbiz stories. Last year, rumors circulated about a rift between Phillip and Holly Willoughby, leading to him declaring his exit from This Morning. There appeared to be increasing tension between the two hosts in the weeks leading up to it, though they tried to maintain a normal atmosphere on episodes of the show. Whilst neither Holly nor Phil directly mentioned their conflict at the time, Phillip confirmed his departure and told his followers that he agreed to leave the show. It came shortly after Shov's brother Timothy was jailed for 12 years over child sex offenses, with Phil being off-screen during the trial. Phil made headlines when ITV had to carry out appropriate disciplinary action. This came about after he and Holly surprised former Prime Minister David Cameron with a list of alleged child abusers during an interview live on air. Phillip was heavily criticized for showing David the list, which reportedly included names of Conservative Party figures. An ITV spokesperson confirmed that both Phillip and ITV had said sorry for the incident. Last Thursday we started looking into what happened during that day's This Morning show, for which both Phillip Schofield and ITV said sorry. The statement read, "We really apologize because the way we talked about the issue was clearly wrong, and we should have done it differently. After Queen Elizabeth II passed away, Holly and Phil filmed a part for This Morning as the Queen was laid in state. It seemed that even though people had been waiting in line for hours, including David Beckham and Susanna Reid, Holly and Phil had jumped the queue and quickly got to the viewing. This made people very angry and almost 79,000 people signed a petition on change.org to get Phillip and co-host Holly removed from This Morning after the scandal. They explained what had happened on the show, saying, the rules were that we would be quickly escorted around the edges to a platform at the back. In contrast, those paying respects walked along a carpeted area beside the coffin and were given time to pause. None of the broadcasters and journalists there took anyone's place in the queue and no one filed past the Queen. While everyone was talking about whether Prince Harry and Meghan Markle would be at King Charles's coronation, Phillip had some words for Harry. On This Morning, someone asked if Harry would be the one everyone asked about royal life now. Holly Willoughby said, "I don't think he is." Then Phillip jumped in with a cheeky comment about Harry. "You would hope that now the line has been drawn, you move on. You shut up and you crack on with your charity work." Right after that, they did a segment about being nice to people, which made some viewers think it was a bit odd after what Phillip just said. The This Morning Spin to Win game segment got 400 Ofcom complaints from viewers. They were not happy with Holly and Phil for the tone-deaf game. The game offered winners money to help pay their bills, which have been getting higher and of the cost of living crisis. Phil talked about the segment that everyone's talking about. He said, "Our boss is incredibly generous and has decided to increase the money to include all of your household bills, so that could mean your mortgage, your petrol, or your food." After the game finished, Phil said, "I wonder how much of that they can complain about online." He was making fun of people who didn't like it and said it was like a nightmare sequence from a dystopian drama, like Netflix's Black Mirror. Weeks after Phil's exit from This Morning, news emerged that he had been having an affair with a younger runner on the show and had lied about it. He eventually admitted to it, confirmed his exit from ITV in a statement, and apologized to his colleagues, management agency, and even his lawyers for lying about it. In his statement, he said, "I am deeply sorry for having lied to them, and to many others about a relationship that I had with someone working on this morning. I did have a consensual on-off relationship with a younger male colleague at this morning. Contrary to speculation, whilst I met the man when he was a teenager and was asked to help him to get into television, it was only after he started to work on the show that it became more than just a friendship.